Yeah, I'm not going to be able to wear this hoodie. There's no way.
A few moments later.
Damn, man. Lance always be running late usually. You know this? It's kind of becoming a problem.
Man, sorry, brother. I didn't get a chance to eat, man. I just got a little Postmates.
Did you bring me something?
Brought me a whole bag, man.
Did you bring me anything?
Hey, man, I got California chicken wrap. I've been trying to eat healthy. You know?
No, I hear that. There ain't no wrong with that. That's the way it should be.
Let's see. Oh. Man, what the hell is going on here, bro? Empty. See, this is why I don't do these services. Is that Newport's? And a torch?
Man, would you get a crackhead's bag?
Strawberry.
That looks like a crackhead's bag for Christmas, bro.
This is your order, bro.
No, dude, I don't smoke this shit. I might drink this shit, and I sure the hell don't have any of these.
Oh man, you're ridiculous, bro.
You're ridiculous. You're the one that brought the shit in.
Is this gonna be our table placement?
No.
Those are some great stocking stuffers you got there.
Just gotta go hard. I go the hardest. I bring the pain.
It's that week, bro. You know, week before Christmas. So, I had to be a little festive wearing my little Raider Santa hat. I always wear it once a year.
As I said in the last episode, Christmas kind of is just another day, but I get it.
Well, for some people, it depends.
Yeah. For some people, it depends.
Joe, we just got one crowd question from the audience right now. They said, is he wearing matching underwear to the Raiders hat? Is that?
I can't. No, I do have black and gray on today. I do, actually.
Prove it.
I do, actually.
I do. And I think they might be all black, actually.
You're ridiculous, man.
Kind of.
So the holidays, you're in holiday spirit, obviously.
Well, no, I'm just trying to be a little festive day. I mean, I'm trying to do the best I can with it, I mean, it only comes around once a year, and there's been a lot of great memories. So
because this will be dropping on Christmas, right?
Yeah, exactly.
That's cool. Yeah, so you guys sit back and have some fun and share this with your people, right?
That's right, man. So welcome to Off the Script.
Off the Script.
Episode 8.
It is that 8, isn't it?
Wow. At the same time, wow.
Wow.
Seems like just yesterday we were trying to put this shit together one day with Marcus and all of us, everybody else. When I say Marcus, I'm talking about Marcus. I like to call him Marcus Aurelius.
We know.
And I hope people know where that reference is from. But they probably don't. If you do, you should look it up because I'm not going to give you the answer. And we want to introduce...
Joe just schooling people.
That's right. And we also have, David Stewart in the house, known as Stu, who's helping us out with some our short clips. So... Stu, welcome to the show.
Grazie.
So what do you want to go into?
I do want to get into something real quick. Hey, Mark, can you just give me 1 second here?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm going to take this.
I told you.
Yeah, I'm melting. Remember what happened last time? I sweat my hat out. All right.
So you okay now? I mean, you look like you were a little hot and bothered.
Oh, man, no. I knew you were going to bring that up, right?
You're going to be all right. I'm just
man, let's get into Flip the Script,
okay,
bro.
I just want to make, I'm going to shit.
Man, no, wow.
Yep, it's all like this on and off camera, folks. Let me tell you that.
Somebody get him a towel.
Yeah.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
Am I still sweating?
No, you're not. You're good. Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk say human population not nearly big enough. If we had 1 trillion humans, we would have at any given time 1,000 Mozarts.
That's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I did. I mean, I think that's what's crazy about 1,000 Mozarts. And he also said 1,000 Einsteins. I mean,
Right.
I just don't, I don't look at it that way because when you have that many, if you want that many people in this world, we think it's bad now, how much shit costs. There ain't going to be nothing around.
Yeah. If you do look at the math and you do look into science, that the world is, a little underpopulated and especially for specific races. So, I don't know, man. I mean...
It's strange they came up with that, right?
Well, there'd be a lot more great people if there was definitely more people, right?
And their whole thing was not to have 1 trillion humans on the Earth. It was to go to space and do it, have space stations, and a lot of people would navigate to the space station and back.
So we're talking about billionaires that could do that because not everyone. Come on, you think it's gonna be affordable to go to space?
Well, I think that's the thing is it's
Right.
not affordable right now, but they're eventually going to make it affordable and allow people to live outside of or just off of the Earth because currently we're not misusing it. We're coming up with a lot of cool shit that we're doing, but it doesn't necessarily help the Earth continue. So Bezos, when he was talking on Lex Friedman's podcast, he was like, listen, we've done enough studies. We know Earth is the good planet. Earth is great. It's amazing. However, if we want a sustainability and like longevity, and this is, he said in the next, I think 1,000 years he was talking about as well. So.
Yeah, man, it's pretty crazy.
No, it is crazy. Like for this day and time to see that, because people don't only read about that. They'll see the subtitles, maybe read half the paragraph, they'll do power read or whatever the fuck it is.
Right. I hear that.
You guys wouldn't live off the planet?
Bro, no.
Nah.
No.
I mean, you know what?
I don't think you can live anywhere off the planet.
Well, they create.
Yeah.
Could that be?
The
Well, we'll
space
never
station,
see it.
yeah.
I mean, there's still rumors out there that people talk about when landing on the moon was all fake.
Yeah.
That's been a little hot topic I've been seeing. It's been floating around a little bit. That's a little interesting to me because, hey, there's some things that go on in history. We'll never know the truth, and there's always one side of stuff that people think that is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely. What we got next, big dog?
All right.
All right.
Yeah.
Clip that, Ricky.
All right. I won't break it up no more. I'm sorry, dude. I was just dripping. You were looking at me and you seeing that shit. You acting like you didn't, motherfucker.
Should be good for another 5 minutes.
Yeah, you should be good for another 5 minutes. This is your third fucking change already. Almost.
No,
It's your second
good
change.
now.
Okay,
I'm good now.
all right.
That hoodie was what it was.
All right, the king is ready, so let's get this going.
It's about to be shirts versus skins in a second. All right, three.
All right, here we go.
So no more Bezos and Elon's. Go 3, 2, 1.
Bam.
Zach himself.
So, do you see the transformation, the body transformation, right? This is Iron Claw, right?
Yeah.
It's the wrestling movie, the wrestling family
yeah.
of that, that's just good. So I wanted to ask you, man, as you guys, you and Mark both act, is it like, when you get into role like that, how hard is something like that? It's like kind of like UFC, right?
I've never experienced it where I had to do anything like that because I'm not, at this time, I'm not a big enough name to do anything like that. But I've read a lot of stories about these actors that, transform. It's crazy. I mean, look at Joaquin Phoenix when he did the Joker.
Right. Yeah.
That's just insane to me.
Yeah.
What they put their bodies through.
A lot of them do. And he's famous for it.
Yeah.
Look how jacked he got. What do you think, Mark?
Yeah. I'm a big Christian Bale fan. He's done a few like both sides, losing a lot of weight, gaining a lot of weight. McConaughey did it for Dallas Buyers Club.
Yeah.
And there's a level of that's unhealthy to do it, obviously. But sometimes when it's your art, and
they
you believe in that movie and that script.
I mean, but that's some true method acting, but also a method kind of movie for the actor to do because they had to change.
Yeah, they're already.
I mean, it's not like what De Niro did in The Irishman, where he had to wear like 4-inch, 5-inch platforms to be taller than the character.
Yeah.
These guys are transforming their bodies.
Yeah, because this, of course, if he didn't look like that, it wouldn't read as well.
It wouldn't. He's playing a wrestler, and it's critically acclaimed already, right? And everything dropped.
Do me a favor, real quick.
Yeah.
The Mechanic. That actor's name. I don't know if anybody.
Adrian Broner, right?
Was it Brody? It was Brody, right?
Brody.
The Machinist?
The Machinist.
The Machinist.
That's the
Yeah,
Mechanic.
yeah.
Sorry about that, audience.
He probably had a mechanic. He's probably
No,
using a
but
mechanic
did you
at the
see
time.
his transformation?
Yeah.
Dude, that he was like skin and bones.
50 Cent did something similar.
That's what I was talking about with Christian Bale.
Yeah. It's the same
A
shit.
lot of these guys did.
Yeah, look at that. Look at this, bro.
That's insane, dude.
But yeah, so looking at this, right? Boom.
Wow.
But then you take that and you go Christian Bale. What's the Vice? And then gaining the weight to play
a bigger character.
Yeah.
Dick Cheney.
Oh, fuck, I forgot about that.
did.
Boom.
about
So
that.
like imagine
forgot
going from
about
that
that.
little all the way to this big.
Yeah.
I don't think he gets as much credit as everybody should give him. He doesn't get enough credit.
He might be number one in my book.
He's pretty damn good.
People always hate on his voice.
I don't care about it.
Me neither.
But they hate to hate because they can't get to that level.
He's undeniable.
He is. He's a great
I
talent.
mean, Daniel Day-Lewis is pretty up there for me too. Some of the roles he's done and everything else. I mean, he hasn't done the transformation stuff as much, but he's done an exceptional job.
Well, speaking of body transformations, I think we got the next one and Flip the Script is probably a pretty funny one, man.
Is it?
It's controversial right now, huh?
Which one?
The Airlines?
Oh. Wait, is that the video?
Yeah,
It's a video. All
it's a
right.
video.
You don't need to do a change or anything before?
No,
We're
good now.
Okay.
You guys see my whole temper changed.
We also make sure the king is good over here.
Yeah,
When
yeah.
you're hot, you're hot.
Southwest Airlines unveiling a new policy to help plus-sized passengers. The company's customer of size policy is what they're calling it, will allow passengers to request an additional seat at no additional cost. Southwest says passengers have the option to purchase one seat and discuss seating needs with customer service. However, the airline suggests customers purchase those extra seats in advance, then request a refund after their trip.
Okay.
To front the cost up front. There you go.
So this is a Southwest airline way to cover to get back to the people for their $140 million lawsuit, right? $600 million in refunds from last year alone. Now you got this. Have you seen this, man? It's it's on fire right
I read
now.
it on an earlier day, and I have a friend. She's a stewardess from them. I even reached out to her, and I didn't hear anything back.
Right.
It's gonna be crazy because, like, I've always had. I don't fly a lot, but
Right.
even when I went back in the day, I mean, I haven't been on a plane in 2 years or whatever. When we went to Vegas, it was nothing. But those seats were fine. I'm a big dude, but
Yeah, right.
when you get these big ass people that are not, trying to do anything better for themselves for weight loss, I'm just saying. I mean, you have to be conscious of it, and then to get rewarded for it on a plane there's got to be some lawyers and a lot of stuff that the people went to about this, because that's why I look at it.
Yeah.
There was some real shit
them to
going
actually
on because
implement the rule?
behind the scenes,
Yeah.
there was something going on about a lawyer confronted them and said, "Hey, you guys need to do this," or you know what I mean? I mean, that's how the whole class action suits happen in jobs.
You see both sides of it, and it's on TikTok. It's like planes are like, like people got whole rows, and then you got the other people that are like, how come I couldn't get
well,
a free
yeah, see, that's the whole
seat?
thing. Why? Yeah,
And we got bumped off of our flight because somebody took up 2 seats. It's me and my daughter flying back. So you see both sides of it, but no, we're not trying to hate on bigger people. It just is pretty crazy for them to take it to that.
I mean, it's gonna blow up. It's gonna. I mean,
it doesn't last.
You don't think?
Oh,
it will? I
no.
think it does.
People are gonna hate on this.
Stewie,
so
what
tough.
you think? You think it's gonna last?
I'm with Lance. I don't think it's going to last.
No,
What about you, Mark?
No, I don't think it's going to last. I think it's a certain amount of time, and then things kind of fade out or whatever.
But I don't see. I think it's gonna last.
It's
I
like
think
a
it will fade
special.
out. I think it will fade out because no one's gonna talk about it.
yeah.
It's a special.
Yeah, I think it will always be there.
They're traveling the same road and mistakes they made in 2022. Why they paid $140 million and $600 million.
Well, I think for off the script. I think this will be the
Same
first.
thing.
This first time maybe we can go ahead and see what goes on. We can report through it because it's fucking 3 against fucking 1 in here right
All right,
now.
so look, why wouldn't you just go go online, order 2 seats, right, and then sit by yourself? You're big enough for 1 seat, but you just take 2 seats because you can get the money refunded.
Or maybe you could get 2 seats and get a 3rd seat for free.
See,
Then you can have a big old party in the aisle.
exactly. That's why it's not gonna last.
Have a bunch of Karens attacking you and shit.
Listen, I
Maybe
used to
they'll leave one open for her. I don't know.
I used to fly Southwest all the time, and my last time I flew them, I was flying back from Chicago, and I had a layover in Austin, Texas. And we landed. Everybody was getting their flights canceled because the pilots were boycotting the jab.
Right.
Right. But mine was good. The whole time was fine. I get into there and they're like, "Hey, your next flight's canceled." I'm like, "God damn it!"
Right.
I'm too far to drive.
Of course.
And I'm like, "Okay, are you guys gonna pay for my next flight?" They're like, "No, sorry, we can't do that." I'm like, "Well, when's the next flight?" They said in 3 days. You guys gonna pay for my hotel? Nothing. And I was like, "Okay, Southwest."
See,
Right.
They should definitely get your hotel.
I got to stay in Austin for 3 days and then explore.
Right.
But it cost me about a G or something like that.
Exactly.
Well, what's a G to you, homie? Like, no.
Oh,
you used to
man.
make that. You used to make that at the blackjack table in 10 minutes, like 15 years ago and shit.
Hey, I'll be back.
Yeah, but see, the juice has been running.
Man, I think that was that it?
we got one more.
One more?
This
Yeah.
one's kind of fun
3,
in a way.
2, 1. The person you want the most is going to call or text you in the next 1 hour if you use or save this sound immediately. Affirm yes.
Clickbait.
I am sick of seeing this shit. And I didn't talk to you about it, and it's great because to see your real reaction. Then I talked to Mark about some things about, bro, I'm sick of seeing this on the gram.
Yeah.
And what it reminds you of is back in the day with the email chains. Yeah. If you send this to 10 people, your luck will change. You know, I mean, look at this. It's got 23,000 likes.
Yeah, 23.4.
You know, and it's just, you know, you look at it.
Probably
it's like,
a lot more views.
Yeah, why do people are so, they believe it. It's like, dude, if you don't have your inner system of your body and your mind and your heart together with whatever you follow and believe,
right?
You really think this is going to work?
Well, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
You're on your way to the track.
Yeah.
Okay? You're walking up, you're getting your mind right, you look to your phone, Instagram real quick, and then somebody's story pops up and it says, you will win a lot of money today if you affirm yes. And it says yes or no. Are you clicking? Are you clicking it? Or are you just swiping? No. You're not going to click it?
No.
Just in case?
No.
What if you would have won?
No, that has nothing to do with anything. It has to do with your intuition, your mind and your heart about what goes on. We all know this. If you think positive,
right,
positive things will happen.
You know, this.
And I'm not taking anything from the positivity of this, and I'm not trying to be negative, but there's so many of them.
It's for a lot of people, man. It's like playing bingo, dude.
Yeah, I understand that, but it's just I'm kind of sick of seeing it because the one is like, well, if you save this, your ex, well, no, we'll hit you up.
We'll just go ahead and scroll past it because
I know, but hey, maybe maybe I'm upset I didn't think of this.
Some great social media managers got this whole page. He's running probably 20, 30 pages.
Making that coin.
That's how it goes. Flip the script, huh?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to start putting them in my story. I'll report back if Joe picks yes or no.
You should. That'd be fun.
Oh, man. I got a question for you, big dog.
Yeah. Okay, here we go.
So, if you had to depending on your life, right? This is your life. You had Jordan shooting a jump shot, Game 7 for the NBA Finals. Mm-hmm. Tom Brady at the 25-yard line for the Super Bowl. Barry Bonds hitting a walk-off homer in the World Championship. Mm-hmm. Who are you going with?
Come on, bro.
So wait, you're going left field already? Okay.
Yeah, he is. He is going left field because you just asked a question with Brady in it. You know that question is wiped out.
That's a serious question, bro.
Dude, it's number one. You said Jordan.
No, so you're taking Jordan shooting the jump shot.
Absolutely, hands down.
But Brady at the 25-yard line?
I don't give a shit. No,
come on,
man. No, come on, man. No, and Barry, no too.
What team is he playing for?
the Patties, for sure.
It don't matter. He plays for the Patties, the Tampa Bay Bucks, the Raiders. I don't know, Fresno State Bulldogs. I can go on. How about the Vikings and North Slavers? I wouldn't give a shit.
You love Barry Bonds.
I do not.
You wouldn't trust him,
bro. I do not love Barry Bonds at all. Okay, you know what? And I don't know the man. I'm just saying I just don't like what he's done. I mean, he's got great accomplishments and he's done a lot. He was at steroid, but dude, back in the day, I was in Salinas and I'd get tickets, and we got tickets to go to Candlestick, right? We sat right behind the Giants bench, and at that time he played left field. Every time that dude ran in, I stood up and I yelled out, "Pussy ball!"
Oh God!
But I was younger. I was younger, drunk little shit, right? But yeah, I used to do that shit, bro, because he was known as a big asshole. But he's done a lot for the game, and I hope he changed. But a lot of people have a lot of negative things to say about him.
He's one of the greatest players, though, right?
Yeah, I mean, I would put him in my top 10.
What do you think the McGuire, Bonds, Sosa, that whole era did for baseball, and not just baseball, for sports? Like, even think about the UFC, right? Like, they test for so much stuff now.
Well, now they're testing some of these players after games now in the NFL. It happened twice this weekend, which is fucking absurd to me.
What do you think? And even the Pete Rose, let's take it there too. Pete Rose,
well,
gambling.
You can't
all of that.
You can't compare.
What do you think that did to sports?
You can't compare Pete to the steroid era because Pete I don't care about Pete gambling on his team. I really don't. And he's not the only one that does it. I mean, now you can do it whenever. I mean, Pete should be in the Hall of Fame. Pete was a great hitter.
He should be.
Okay, hands down.
For sure.
Now,
Pete
with the
Rose.
Steroids... It's funny because baseball was down at the times, and then they had the whole Sosa McGuire thing.
It was fun as hell to watch.
It was the home runs exchange.
but they were all juiced up.
Yeah, I know.
All juiced up.
All of them.
They should reintroduce the juice. That's the name of this podcast.
I mean, were you there that back in the day when Ozzy Canseco and Jose Canseco came into Buca?
I was, yeah.
Fucking Jose's sitting at the bar and fucking...
Dude, people,
From all
are,
the boys he
people
did.
are putting stem cells and shit in their face and their bodies, and you can go to a clinic and go do this. Man,
Yeah.
people are doing this shit all day. It's regular now.
No, I mean, there's
IVs.
Yeah,
and,
they do all kinds of... And the MLB has it right because the suspension's fucking huge.
Yeah.
It's like it's over half the season.
that it did a lot, man. I mean, that changed a lot of stuff, man. Now it's like everything's very, you can't even think of a sport that's like you can kind of get away with shit.
No, you shouldn't. I mean, but then you look at back in the day when with Ruth and everybody and Murderers Row and all that, bro. That dude would drink beers, eat hot
Smoke
dogs,
cigarettes.
cigars, and do his fucking thing, and the guy would hit the ball a mile. I mean, of course the game has changed since then, but it's crazy to see how that evolved too over the years because we like to talk about evolving on this show.
Facts. I think Mark had a little something for us.
Yeah,
so that we
I
could
know
be
you got
funny
something
on,
to throw
man.
something in there.
Oh, based on that, I was just going back to, I think Jordan was the clear pick. Number one, just like probability wise, right?
Yeah.
Like Barry Bonds coming up. Does he have to hit a home run or does he have to hit like
Walk-off home run for the World Series.
Yeah. So that's like the probability is
a
way
little-
less
little
than
less.
if Jordan just has to sink a three.
Sink it-
you know?
But if you
Think
go
a
back to
jump
the
shot.
probability part,
It's close though, man.
Even though I'm having fun with the Brady thing, the percentage of him to throw a walk-off pick six in that situation is 0.001%. He wouldn't do that.
Right.
And he never did that. So
and he's
Especially
at
when
the
I had him-
25.
yeah,
Especially when I had him on my fantasy team. And I had two players that year. I had Brian Westbrook and Tom Brady, and both of them went off every single
every-
game.
is that
I
when
got
you
second
had
place.
your team name was Clean Sheet?
Clean sheets? Yeah. I had just done laundry before I started playing fantasy football, and
That's clever for sure. That's funny, man.
So did you have something you wanted to pop up?
I
think it was
I got some.
Speaking of
We've got something
Speaking of
fun to talk
sports,
about.
speaking of and the steroid era.
Yeah. All right. NBA All Menace team. Are these the top 5 all-time menaces of the NBA? We got Kevin Garnett,
Meta World
Dennis,
Peace.
yeah, Dennis Rodman,
Rashid. Then
and then
Draymond.
Draymond, the
Green.
new.
I think they're missing a couple.
You know what's so funny is 2 of those people are from Michigan. Isn't
Yep.
that funny?
But that's the thing. They probably would have put a third one on. Actually, wait. 3 of them played for a Detroit or Michigan team.
Yeah, Michigan
Yeah.
team too. Yeah.
Yeah, and then Meta World Peace, he got in trouble in Michigan.
Yeah.
Trying to fight
That's so funny. But correlation, yeah. I mean, this is pretty damn close. I mean, Rashid, he got text, but it was like not really like him. Like he was just very vocal, right? These rest of these guys, and Kevin Garnett was very vocal too. But Meta World Peace, Draymond Green, and Dennis Rodman, they definitely put hands on you for sure.
Well, I think there's missing about 3 up there. I can think off the top of my head.
who?
Well, first of all, Bill Lambert's Bill Lambert.
he was elbowing people
Bill
in the face.
Lambert would fight anybody.
He invented the
Yes.
dirty play.
Bill Lambert.
Okay, and then Anthony
Agreed.
Mason,
Agreed. Anthony
then-
Mason,
and then the
New
big
York
one-
Knickerbocker.
Charles Oakley, bro.
Oaktown, yeah.
Dude, Charles Oakley tried to fight the damn owner a couple years ago.
I think-
heard of the damn stadium.
I think he has the most harrowing, scary stories of any NBA player, like fighting other.
Yeah.
He took it to the streets.
Yeah, he didn't. Yeah,
People right now. I heard this story. Jeff Teague told it on his pod not too long ago. He said that Oak was in the gym because Tyrone Hill owed him money. And as soon as Tyrone Hill came out, he started throwing balls at him.
No shit.
Where's my fucking money, mother? And I believe that.
I'm telling you. I mean, I think this is great. You know, it still reminds me what you just said about that. I don't know if you knew who Kevin Gogan was. He was a big offensive lineman for the Dallas Cowboys years ago, and they were in the Pro Bowl when he still got to play. Bro, it was a Pro Bowl. He wanted to fight this other. I forgot who the player was. They almost fought in the parking lot after the game, dude. I mean, that doesn't happen anymore.
And that
I
was
mean,
that was when they played it before the Super Bowl too, right?
Yeah. That's right.
Yeah, but so if we had to give a crown to someone, I
I'd
like
give it to
Oak.
Charles Oakley.
I like Oak. And then second, let's do Draymond.
Draymond, he's
I'll
early.
give it to Draymond.
Yeah, he's.
So here's a question. All right, you're at a professional sports event.
Sure.
And there's a big fight.
Sure.
Would you rather be at a basketball game, a baseball game, football, or hockey? What's most entertaining fight to watch? It's in what sport?
You know what? I'd have to say it, and even though I don't watch that sports as much as I should,
Hockey.
Hockey's badass to see fights.
You guys remember the Colorado Avalanche versus the Red Wings?
Oh, yeah.
And the goalies meeting at half ice.
Well, they allowed you to fight in
Yeah,
hockey.
that's true. But I
They
mean,
encourage it.
Yeah, yeah.
I think seeing baseball brawls are fun.
Well,
When the bench is clear.
Yeah, I love to see. Well, I like when they come out with the bullpens.
See,
They're running from everywhere.
both of those sports are unwritten rules and laws that are still practiced today, right? You pitcher hits somebody, you know, hey, when he comes up, you're hitting the next guy.
And in football, it doesn't really happen because
Everybody's
basketball,
protected,
nearly
too.
all.
yeah, and then in basketball, you don't see. it
No,
that
basketball,
much.
there
You
it's really the most.
Yeah, but
Especially after the malice at the palace.
Yeah, there hasn't been a fight since then, really. Well, there probably has, but not like nothing's ever going to top that. We'll never see that again.
Except for
Draymond's getting
Draymond
close.
hitting people in the face.
Did you see that clip?
That clip
Yeah.
was crazy.
Dude. Well, he acted like he didn't
Are you
do
saying
it.
intentional?
Yeah.
Because I showed it to Jai and she said it was an accident. But
Nah,
Bro,
he
was
did that.
it-
That
did you
was
see
intentional.
after he hit him? He looked over and he like fucking mowed up on him, or when he was on top of him, like he knew what the hell he did.
He's suspended indefinitely.
They haven't even say when
They
he's
didn't
coming
even
back.
give you. That'll let you know right there. Yeah, that video was crazy. I mean, and you know, like it piggybacked off of Giannis running up the. Apparently, we haven't seen the footage yet, but there's stuff circling around about Giannis when he went up the tunnel and stuff. Him putting his hands on some people up there for that game ball when he hit 64. Did you guys see this? It was like in the news cycle for a little while there. He had that 64 points, and then and the Pacers took the game ball. He was pissed. Oh, bro, you gotta watch the clip. He was so pissed. But we'll see what comes out with that. But
It's crazy. Those balls in any sport, when something happens like that, it's so hard to get the actual ball.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny. Emmett Smith, I saw a clip or something when he broke the rushing title. He had 4 jerseys he wore in that game.
yeah, it's crazy.
So there's one that's in the Hall of Fame. There's one that Dallas has. He has one. There's somewhere else, but he actual jersey when it happened.
I heard he kept every touchdown ball,
That's crazy.
and he's got it all in the storage unit.
That's
all of them.
crazy.
How many is that?
How many does he have?
Look it up real quick. We should
I know
this.
we should.
Stu, you know?
I don't know.
Who are we talking about?
Emmett Smith.
Oh, Emmett Smith.
How many touchdowns
he's gotta
does he
have-
have? Thousands. I know
No,
that.
thousands. Get the fuck out. Thousands. Hell, he don't have thousands. He
He
might
has
have.
he has-
175. I was going to say
100.
250, but yeah, 175.
Yeah, well, thousands.
I was thinking of rushing yards. My
Yeah.
bad. My bad. Yeah, 175 total touchdowns.
Yeah, that's a lot of balls.
175 game balls.
Yeah, that was crazy when I saw that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hey, good for him. A lot of players, you hear players like Ocho Cinco and all those guys talking about how they didn't keep any of their game balls and how much they regret it.
So I'm not going to name the name just because for this reason, but there's someone back in Salinas that my buddy I played high school football with. He played for the Eagles, and you go to his house, and he's got a game ball. And it's cool to see a game ball from the NFL and how it's all designed, like that one. How it looks really nice. It's cool.
He keeps it as a collector's item.
Yeah, I haven't been in that house in 20 years, but yeah, back in the day, I remember
Might be a little
when we
dust on it.
go in there. You know, we go in there and hang out or whatever.
So Emmett Smith or somebody else is who do you think is the what's your top 3 running backs of all time?
Ooh.
Jim Brown, Emmett. I can't say that name just because I can't say that name just because.
Say it.
I can't say that name just because what he did and he left him for the Raiders, went to the Chiefs. I love you, Marcus, but that ain't gonna work. I would have to say the third one's always hard on these things.
We know Walter, bro.
I would go Sayers before Walter. But then
Sanders isn't even up there
see,
either?
that's what I'm saying. Like I said, I'd probably put Sanders, then Walter, if he wanted to go 5. And, you know, you can't say one name anymore because it went on his life afterwards. But, you know.
Well, you can even put Eric Dickerson up there.
I put Campbell.
Earl Campbell was like a fullback at that time.
That dude was so badass.
I think we said we got a bunch of them there, right?
Top 7.
Top 10.
Emmett's number 2 though.
Yeah, Emmett was bad, bro.
He was.
But
He
the
had a
argument
huge
is this.
O-line,
The
dude.
argument is this: if Barry had that O line,
Exactly.
bro,
I mean, it would be a different story.
That O-line in Detroit, not in Dallas. If he had it in Detroit would have had like 15 Super Bowl rings, bro.
Instead, how many we got? We got 10 wins, though.
Right?
Yeah, you do.
Speaking of dancing and Barry Sanders, because you know that's what he did on the field, right?
Right.
He was, I got a would you rather.
Okay.
All right. You
Nice
guys
segue
this, right? Right.
We already put the left field up today, didn't we?
All right. So, would you rather have to sing instead of speaking or dance instead of walking?
So in your life,
In your life, that's what
And-
you have to do
and
every
that-
day.
so in whatever one you choose, you have to do the rest of the podcast.
Say that again.
Would you rather sing and communicate, right? And or dance to walk?
I'd rather dance to walk. Because I can't sing worth the shit.
But what if you could sing though? And
No,
you, like
it
every
don't matter.
time
I'd
you
rather
talk,
dance to walk.
hey, you know, you'd have to dance every time you.
Fa la 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 la. No, I'd rather.
Let's see how this would go. If you guys both had to sing instead of speak, let's see how a conversation would go.
It ain't gonna work.
Let's talk about chickens. Nice conversation about
Chickens.
about cooking chickens.
Hey Joe, I just fried that chicken.
And now I'm gonna take off the legs and eat them. See, I can't sing.
That was beautiful.
You guys don't fucking get it.
Here, hold it. I'll help you. One step.
You can go to the fucking board.
All right, try again.
So we're gonna go ahead and cook the chicken. How would you like it done?
I want to fry that bitch.
It's healthier if you go ahead and saute it.
I don't like dark meat. Breast and wing.
Breast and wing is not always good. You gotta go with the dark meat.
That's funny. Good one, Mike.
This sounds like the Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Right?
Well,
Wait.
that's a good analogy.
Wait, what does Alvin and the Chipmunks say in that part?
what
And
do they say?
Alvin, okay. So say okay.
Okay.
That's funny, man.
Yeah. So yeah, I think here's the thing. You speak more than you walk, so you'd have to sing more than if you were just at a dance everywhere you go. You probably just wouldn't go that many places. Like literally, if I was getting out of here, I was just like you know,
Dude, popping
my
and shit
point.
back there.
slacking, just moonwalking everywhere. That'd be annoying as hell eventually.
I know, right? For sure.
Yeah.
And people would be like, "What the fuck is he doing?"
I just wouldn't leave the crib. I'd just not be singing.
Oh man, on a level of 1 to 10, what's your pettiness in life?
It's a 1.
1.
Yeah, I don't really get mad over petty shit anymore. I don't have time for it.
So if you had to judge it up, put it all together, 1 to 10, you give yourself a 1. There's no like petty experiences or anything you've done.
Well, back in the day, we're talking about now, but in the last 10 years, no, I don't get mad over petty shit. There's no time for it.
What's one of the most petty things you've done?
What the fuck are you sitting here
I'm
grilling
just
me for?
asking, bro.
Fucking sitting here.
Makes for good content.
That's then you talk to me, and goes
You got to have some petty shit you did before.
No, I mean, no, I really don't. I haven't really got mad over anything petty in my life. I don't think. Seriously. I mean, I
You
might
ever
have got
back
upset.
on some stuff that someone said, you know.
I really don't have any like. There's been some relationship. It might have been over petty, but then it's petty for a reason.
Right. So like for me, like I'm not that petty either, but I will, because you know a lot of people do pass back and forth, you know, shots and stuff through Instagram or through social medias, but I definitely had a girlfriend that I broke up with it. I made sure and shut off. And she couldn't be on Netflix, Hulu.
I've done that before too. Yeah.
Like that.
But hold on now. Is
That's
that
what I
petty?
mean.
Is that
That's
really
petty,
petty?
right?
Why is that petty? That you're paying for the account. You're sharing the account. That's your account. So
right,
why?
but
So
really,
why is that
how much
petty?
skin is it off my ass? I'm already paying for the account.
They don't see. That's where we're different. That's not petty. That's some real ass shit.
That's boundaries.
I think
Exactly.
I thought, you know, I think
Now,
that's a little
since
petty.
you brought the growth, let me ask you a question. Have you ever been in love at first sight? Do you believe in love at first sight? No, not at all.
No, I mean, there's lust at first sight.
You
but-
think it's lust?
Hell yeah, man, that's what it is. Yeah.
You think it's lust?
I mean,
you don't think
you
because,
haven't spoke to the woman, but you the
Well,
first.
no, you seen her, then you
Okay,
discuss.
let's hear this. Let's hear it.
Okay, so I've probably been in love at first sight probably about 1,500 times, and it's never worked out for me. But in my recent years, I mean, there's been some conversations that I had with women.
Sure.
When I first met them, like, well, yeah, you feel it. And there might even be one, recently too that but you can feel it. But then you go down, and sometimes it doesn't work out for me, but for other people it does.
Right.
What do you mean by go down?
Right.
Go down the road. Sorry, go down the road.
Okay, I
go
didn't
down.
know.
Sorry,
Love at first
clarify that.
sight,
Go
yeah.
down the go down the road with them.
So it's not literally love at first sight because it is usually lust at first sight.
So you
but-
think it's lust?
Yeah, absolutely. But then if you've had a couple conversations with them, like you said, yeah, I mean, you can definitely fall in love quick, right? Is that what you kind of mean? Like you
So
you
you
go on a
think it
couple
should
dates.
be love at first sight? It should be lust at first sight.
Absolutely.
I mean, you guys
it's-
hear it first off the script. Your son now is patenting. It's not love at first sight. It's lust at first sight.
Well, all right, so
Bada bing,
I can
there it
see that.
is.
I can see that.
because the first thing it's,
So they should change it.
when you see a girl, what's the first thing you're doing? You're like, okay, well, she's, she looks good. The way she's carrying herself, she's got this. If you haven't spoke to her yet, right? So it's the first thing here is like her physical.
Well, so,
Yeah.
so would you say it's like, so you're like seeing actually at sight versus where I would say it's almost like when you first connect with them, like you just start talking to them and then you like have that spark there, like, oh my
That
God.
first conversation.
Yeah. Versus
That's
just
yeah,
seeing somebody.
Just seeing somebody, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Because
that.
Because I would agree that it is lust because I think that love actually starts the day after the honeymoon phase goes away.
Right. Yeah. That's serious too.
That's when
real.
you gotta really love somebody because
Yeah.
like that honeymoon stage, that's still like, ooh, it's so fun.
What would
Like,
you say what was that honeymoon? Because some people like can drag it out for a couple months, especially if they don't see each other a lot. But because a lot of people, man, have you ever met a girl, right? And then you hung out with her every day for like 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
crazy how
yeah.
that goes.
There's
isn't it?
sometimes I've enjoyed it, and sometimes I didn't. I
Well-
still remember there was one that Mark knew too, the literal one.
The shout out to the littler one.
Okay. No, I mean, I remember she wanted to hang out all the damn time, and I'm like, you know what? I go, I need a damn break. I didn't want to see your ass. You going up at the bar? I don't want you over here.
Yeah, so she was in love at first sight and you weren't.
No. She might have, no, that was a whole fucking growth.
So you didn't
Learn.
go. So you didn't go down the road with her.
No. Because she moved away. That's probably the best
But
thing that
you
ever happened.
guys hung, that's it happens, dude. Especially, and then you're like, well, damn, I could see myself with this
Yeah,
girl.
it's fun.
Yeah,
It's like,
we're having
ooh.
fun, and then that honeymoon stage.
Yeah, and it
over.
starts being realistic. Like, yeah, you're like, wait a second, who is this? Because you get lost in the sauce, man.
Yeah, that's what it happens all the
Yeah.
time. There'll be a red flag.
Yeah, or if somebody like loves hard,
Yeah,
which I don't think is a bad thing, but some people love hard because they're overcompensating, or they weren't loved maybe, and they want to show you so much love. They love
yeah.
bomb you,
Yeah.
and then eventually shit gets real, and it's like, and you're too deep at that point.
Well, I
Right.
think,
In my
with
experience.
me,
Yes. So true,
I've,
dude.
I'm going to try to construct this the best way possible.
sure.
I don't attract red flags, but I embrace them. And that's really what the fun thing is now, is not to get into a red flag situation.
Absolutely.
And I have nothing against any of the women that had red flags, and I went down that road, what it was, and it's fine. But at the same time, you got to be a little bit more. I need to be more concise to what I want to do when I meet them. And,
I can't take
go
you
ahead and
serious.
look at-
This is a different cadence. He's holding his hands
Yes.
together, like
When you never trust somebody that says, look, I don't trust red flags, but
I said
I don't attract red flags,
but I embrace them.
That's funny, dude.
So, speaking of funny, why don't you go ahead and put it up? For me.
yeah.
Oh, let's hear this.
Oh, Joe Rose Corner.
Oh,
Okay.
There it
okay,
is.
Okay.
Next step is some music for this.
Yes.
right?
Okay. We'll just.
Yeah, there we go.
There you go.
We'll use some different stuff in the future.
Yeah, but
but
yeah, that's pretty cool.
I'm gonna try to make this. There you go. He's got it going. I like that. I love that.
I do like that beat.
So this is Joe Rose Corner, and this is going out to my Raider Nation. Okay, and I'm gonna get a little deep on this right now. It's been a really unsuccessful 20 years of being a Raider fan. There's been a lot of shit, and the thing is, it's like, for what they did last week, putting up 63 points. Okay, and I know the Chargers had injuries, the Raiders had injuries, whatever. But the point is, I was working, and then I went home and watched it late in the hours. And to sit there and watch the team you grew up as a kid, to see them score a franchise record of points with an interim head coach. And, you know, Antonio Pierce is going to have that the rest of his life, which I think is fucking amazing, whatever happens to him. But, you know, on the flip side of that, too, you know, this is a very serious thing I want to talk about. When I talk about Raider Nation, some of my closest friends in my life are Raider fans.
Right.
And I talk to this to people about all the time. Raider fans are different if you know them well. They're like family, and you embrace that whole, you know, brotherhood of being a Raider fan and Raider Nation. But at the same time,
sure.
Dude, I rock well with the best the people that are Raider fans, and I always have. And if you're a Raider hater, it ain't gonna work out. Especially if you're a female, it's just not gonna work out.
Is that a red flag?
Yeah,
absolutely.
It is, because
it is so crazy how you guys really are like.
Because
that.
I mean, and
The Raider
I'm not
fans
going to
are.
sit here and shout out to all my Raider Nation, my homies, like that I've known for 30 years.
Yeah.
And it's that
crazy.
bond that just doesn't go away. And it might be the same in some fan bases, but I think with that one is different. I mean, look at Ricky.
Well, Raider Nation is created because of
the fans.
Raider Nation, right?
Yeah,
that's
the fans.
that's they can't say like
No.
Patriots Nation
No,
or
you can't, but everybody tries to do.
the
But it's
Lions Nation.
But it's like Ricky. When I talked to him and I found out he was a Raider fan, and then I came to you and, you know, or Pat, and I'm like, bro, he's Raider Nation. That dude is solid. Because they're usually really solid people. And people other bases or people in general have a different stigma about them. They look at things different.
I was going to
about
ask you that.
They,
Like,
they,
what
they
makes
all,
them different?
I don't know. They're just loyal. I mean, you have to be loyal to see all the shit that's gone on.
That's the,
You know,
the
I mean,
beginning
they
of
haven't
your
won a Super Bowl,
soliloquy.
you know, since I was 6.
Yeah.
I'm 47
Long
goddamn
time.
years old now.
Long
It's been a
time,
long
yeah.
time to see everything go through. And you stick by them.
Does their fan base translate to other parts of the world? I mean, and
Dude, they're
country?
everywhere, bro.
Like-
Everyone knows if you Raider Nation travels hard. I've never traveled, but
Right.
like crazy. I mean, I know people that friends of mine are going to Pittsburgh, Miami. They go to Tennessee. They've been. I mean, you know, the rest of Cali don't count. New York. I mean, I just know they go everywhere. And I've met them before too. Where they, I'm from Iowa.
Right.
My buddy, when they was in Vegas, he says, "Y'all, I'm from Iowa," and he goes, and they go, "Well, how you become a Raider fan?" He goes, "It just happened." You know, and we're on that, you know, in that generation of switching teams all the time. Like I had these
We
two
talked about
Cowboy
that,
haters
right.
talking shit the other day about you guys suck ass, this and that. I'm like, first of all, I don't say we. If you want to talk about Raider Nation, fine. And I hope I see them next week because they got their ass whooped by Buffalo. I know you were happy about that.
That was Joe Rose Corner, man.
Yeah, I just want to throw that down.
I
Love
like
my
it.
Raider Nation. Love my best friends. Y'all know who you are. I don't need to shout out names. So,
We like that.
yeah.
I wanted to ask you. I was thinking about this a couple days back, and I was going to approach you on it. What is your favorite commercial of all time? Like, of all time, your favorite commercial that remember back in the days.
Wow.
I'll even throw a couple out there for you. You know, remember the Kobe Bryant.
It's not that long ago for me, Lance.
Which one? The Kobe Bryant slam dunk.
Dude, you know what the
Giant?
best commercials
the,
we
the one where he with Jalen Rose, where Jalen Rose walks up and he's at the bar and he's like, "Waiter, I'll have a martini." And he'll say, "How many olives?" And he said, 81. Remember,
Right,
because
I
he
know
gave
that.
him 81 points. Yeah, that one's a crazy one too.
Bo knows.
Let's hear, so you're quick on it.
Bo, I got another one. I got
Okay.
3 to back it up.
Okay.
Bo knows.
Bo knows.
Bo knows commercials are badass back in the day. All of them.
I don't remember that one.
I can't believe you don't remember those, dude. The Bo knows.
Oh, I know. I remember the.
Bo knows
is there a
baseball, Bo
specific
knows
one?
football, all of it. He would do them all.
I get you. I get you.
The Bud Bowls were badass back in the day.
Bud Bowls.
Commercials, even the commercials and everything else he did for that. I mean, it's such a big thing now for Super Bowl commercials with so much money. What goes on? It's crazy to see what goes on.
What about the Michael Jordan?
Yeah, I love those too.
Larry Bird.
Yeah, all those
And Magic Johnson, that the McDonald's one.
Yeah, you remember
where he's like, we'll play horse. You know, you make the shot, and the other person.
Those
walks.
are fun
yeah,
too.
yeah, off the vent.
Off the bit.
through
Yeah,
the-
that was a lit one too.
The Pepsi commercials back in the day with Max. I forgot it was Max something. It was a generated image.
Yeah,
There
Max
you go.
Central.
There's my boy. See, he got me.
Yeah.
Those were crazy.
I thought he was about to say. I thought
was
it wasn't.
Coke? It was Coke. See, this is why we have him here.
See, listen.
Guy backed me up all the time.
I
The
thought
Bulldog.
when you said Pepsi, I thought you were going to talk about that Curly Sue one.
No.
You remember that
Yeah,
one?
I do.
That she goes and orders pizza, and then she turns into the Italian mob boss.
Yeah, that was good.
I got two.
I wish we could pull that.
I mean,
that would be funny.
my
but
best
it's all good.
commercial, the best commercial ever was,
What?
NFL Network.
When
When I was in it,
What about
I was with Chad Johnson, LaDainian Tomlinson, Bill Walsh, and that was the best commercial.
all time?
All time.
So I got two. So like Little Penny,
Yeah.
Penny Hardaway. Those
Oh,
were
yeah.
really
Oh,
good.
yeah.
Those were cool. Those
Those
were
are
fun.
Those
And
are really
then
good.
and these are, it's crazy. I think maybe sports has the best commercials.
They do.
I think they
Everything.
do.
I was thinking of it. I was like, sports, everything.
But then I didn't know this until later. A friend of mine in acting class, he was in all of these commercials. It was the Coors Light where they're like at the press conference and they're like, and the coach is like, they are who we thought they were. And they're like, who are they? Who were they, coach? And like talking to him in the thing.
I do remember
for the
those-
silver bullets,
those-
Coors Light. Yeah. And those were all
I think
really good.
the beer commercials aren't as popular as they used to. Even though those, I am the most interesting man, the Dos Equis,
oh,
those
yeah.
are
The
really
Dos
great
Equis
too,
ones were
yeah.
good.
those were good.
Well, Bud Light's on its way back.
I
After
read
that
today
hit.
they're about ready to strike because no one else has striked this year enough. So let's go ahead and get them involved.
But people are starting to buy it again, at least after all that. Jeez.
I mean, they own Modelo. Modelo took everything over.
Hey, that's crazy though. Yeah, that's funny though. Those are some good ass
Since we
commercials
just
for
brought
sure.
up liquor, let me ask you a question. If you went to a party, what are the two drinks you won't drink? Like liquor you won't drink?
Like, so spirits that I won't drink.
So for me, if I went to a party and there was gin, Budweiser, and water, I would drink water.
That's so beer too then. What's it? Shapiro, the Japanese beer.
Sapporo.
Sapporo.
Okay.
No.
Sapporo.
Sapporo.
Fucking Stu's over here fucking taking care of fucking
See?
business.
Yeah, I don't drink beer, that.
No, I know that.
Yeah, that's
And then what
that's
else?
the worst beer. Ugh. And then I'd probably say like Jägermeister.
That's what I was thinking too.
I love Jaeger though. I'll fuck with Jaeger.
Bro, I drank it a little bit when I was young, but
Yeah, Junior Prom was the last time
ugh.
I read
What
that.
about you?
It would be Jägermeister
Jaeger?
is off the list no matter what. It's off the
Dude.
script, off the show.
Any cognac. I think.
There you go.
like cognac?
Any cognac.
That's it. Yeah, what's it?
Sambuca?
Yeah,
Sambuca. Sambuca's some
I
straight
actually
shit.
really liked Sambuca.
Do you
like-
I at Rayo's, our bartender friend, he gave it to us one time just to try because I'd served it a bunch of buca, and I was like, I actually really liked it. It was a nice little after dinner drink. It's like that or limoncello is really nice.
Yeah, limoncello's chill for sure. But yeah,
Limoncello
the
shit
black
they used to
licorice,
make
I'm
at
just not a
Buca,
big fan.
That shit was fire, bro.
Yeah.
People used to get fucking tore up on that shit.
Well, I never understood why we didn't sell bottles of that.
Well, they
Well, they eventually did Planet Hollywood eventually
I don't know.
create their own like
That,
yeah.
who knows at that point?
We drove by it the other day.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna throw a brick at it, but then thought about it.
I wanted to ask Mark a question. Let's.
What you got?
I got a question for you for the viewers at home. We kind of do this Mark Q&A thing every week. I think that's pretty cool.
Take that.
Let's go. So let's say someone's Instagram at home, their reel goes viral, hits 10 million views. What's the first course of action they should take? And then how do they maximize to gain the most followers from that action?
Okay, so if your video goes viral, as it's going viral, number one, I would continue engaging with everybody that is that's commenting and all of that, and really build that community.
Right.
Make sure your profile, your bio is like set up properly, because now you're getting a lot of attention, but everybody thinks that attention is going to keep on going and going and going. Eventually, it ends.
Yeah.
And if you're riding that wave and you think, oh my God, it's going to be like this forever, like a lot of people do, you're going to feel a little depression at the end of that as well.
Right.
So you have to reverse engineer and figure out what happened in that one and then produce content regularly. So if you have something that went viral, odds are you probably have been posting anyways. But so I would say it's like, like a 3-step process. It's like continue engaging and seeing what's going on, continue creating great content like that, and try some other stuff as well. Have your bio ready so that way you can, so as people are coming, they see, like, I forget like the exact formula, but you want people to know in that first line what you do.
Right.
Right. And then if there's some way of having like, a free offer, so that way when people are coming, you're getting the attention. And of course, it depends on what profession or whatever you are. You want to maximize that attention. So it's coming to you, you're putting out regular content, you're riding that wave with more content, but then you want to get these emails or, incentivize them to like join your mailing list and all of that. Because if you have attention, that's the whole thing. That's why we're doing all of this.
Yes.
Because once you have attention, you build this community of something you care about. You should be caring and providing value. So it could be entertainment, could be knowledge, information or what have you. But now you want to take that audience and then maximize it by keeping them. And then because that way you can run a newsletter as you have more content coming out, or maybe a course that you have. And then a lot of people, where they make the mistake, because a lot of it's insecurity, they'll start, say they have 500,000 followers on Instagram. They don't want to start a TikTok because they don't want to start from zero again. So they'll say, I'm not going to do TikTok because they're afraid of getting only 200 views. Well, I don't want people to think I suck, right? Instead of continuously putting valuable content there, because the best thing to do is not fall victim just having one platform. You want all of your platforms to be maximized.
Right.
So like when you guys, like your next viral video, you guys already have a foundation set. So people will see the podcast and go watch all your old episodes and watch all your other clips that they just haven't seen yet.
Right.
But then if you guys have a Patreon in your bio and a link tree that has like your last YouTube videos, maybe you join the mailing list to hear about new merch drops, and then like a Patreon that they can join for $4 a month, because that's nothing. That's a coffee, right? Or half a coffee in LA. But now they're supporting you. But if you get 10,000 at $4 a month, now you're making some money and they're supporting you, and you're able to do more of what you love.
Facts.
And that's what I love most about the internet, is if you can do something you love and continuously put value out there and build a community and an audience, you can do what you love every single day. Yeah. You don't have to just like rely on, side jobs or anything else. You can actually make a career out of whatever you want to on the internet.
Right.
So that's what I would do.
That was pretty good.
Hey, you guys better. I know, right? There needs to be a round of applause drop after that.
Yeah, let me hear it. There you go.
If you guys, take notes. People that are listening.
That makes sense?
It did.
It did make
a
sense.
lot of sense. I really, when thinking about everything after you said it, it reminded me of, something you said earlier. And yeah, man, that resonates very well, man. Because when you drop something on Christmas, right, you're going to sit around and share it with your family. So it's just like, that whole experience of having it on all the platforms will really make it really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man.
Speaking of Christmas, so give me your favorite Christmas memory.
Damn, Christmas memory, huh? Probably, I can think of that quick. It was probably when I was about, I don't know the exact age, but probably about 8 or 9. My grandparents came into town, and my grandfather actually went on top of the roof and took like these, I don't know what he used exactly, but it made it look like sleigh prints, right? Right. And then right out through the yard. And then, so when I woke up, cookies were gone. Everything's, like Santa's here. My grandfather's there, and he's like showing me that, hey, look, this is his sleigh that left. So that's probably one of my coolest memories, I guess, for talking about Christmas.
I think when I found out that there was no more Santa Claus, I got really upset about it.
Oh, so you took it there.
I got really upset.
See, he got me in the cheesy area, and then he took it there.
But I got really upset about it.
When was this? This was like 2022 or what?
Yeah. I think I was probably like 8, 9, something like that. I don't even know. I can't remember that time. But
how'd you find out? You about to tell us?
I know. I found. I don't because people were talking about school or whatever, and I talked to my mom. I think I cried. I got upset. Yeah. And I think it was like So then, but then what I did was I helped, because my brother still believed. I helped my mom
trick him
and dad do the whole setup at night. God. But then, my brother, when he found out, I always knew by the handwriting of the gifts and this and that. And it was just fun. But
damn, you guys were that inquisitive? The handwriting on the gifts?
My brother was, yeah. God rest his soul. My brother was, but I still remember one of them. This is after, I found out, I think. I just heard my dad out in the backyard all fucking night, just banging shit and this and that. Beating the shit out of something. You can hear it, right? And there was a bow on the sliding glass door, right? And if there was a camera then, I could just imagine. So we opened the door, and he put up a basketball hoop.
Oh, nice.
And we were just shocked.
I thought you were gonna say like he was acting like he was beating the shit out of Santa Claus.
No, because he had it because it wasn't hooked up. It was you had to do the tripod part.
Yeah.
So he had sandbags on it with a pole and everything.
That's the best.
That was cool.
the old school ones.
What about you, Mark?
Man, well, I'm gonna bridge the gap. So I was a little shithead kid, every once in a while, and I found out there was no Santa Claus. So I thought there was, I was all in. I remember watching on like the Today Show before I went to school, and Santa was on there talking to them. So I went to school, and they were like, and I was like, yeah, no, Santa's real. They're like, no, Santa's not real. I'm like, I just saw him. He was on the Today Show. And then, but I eventually found out that year he wasn't real, right? But I was super petty. My mom did something that was like, pissed me off, and I was like, well, I'm gonna tell Allison that there's no Santa Claus, and like I was using that as leverage to like get my way. Yeah,
Easy. That is a dickhead move. I like it though.
That was a good leverage move for sure. Yeah, definitely. I think everybody remembers that. Yeah, I have a similar story. My dad was banging at a table and painting it, and I came out the room and seen him, and I was like, oh, there's no Santa.
I still remember one year my dad didn't know the fucking presents were in the trunk, and he opened it, and my brother saw him, went fucking nuts, just all those
it's
memories.
It's got to be hard as a parent.
Yeah, I can imagine.
We'd be digging in shit. I remember I knew all my mom's hiding spots, so I kind of knew what my gifts were already.
Look at this dude. This dude, he was on it. He figured it out quick.
I knew all the hiding spots. So
yeah, I think writing the letters to Santa was always weird.
Yeah. that's elementary.
Because you sit down, because I wonder what they do now. Because with everything, and you know how all ages are on and see everything, it's just like, I don't even know if anybody believes in that anymore.
Yeah, that's probably an interesting fact. Like if more people believe now or then.
I think then
for sure.
Sure they did.
I mean, because kids now, you can, there's no Santa, and as soon as you have, and if I've seen kids 5-6 years old with an Instagram profile.
Yeah.
It's like, what?
Well, then, if you lived in a smaller town like I did, or maybe you guys did, or just people in general, the news station would come out and say that, oh, there's a Santa sighting at such a time here, or whatever, and it was.
Remember snow days? You probably don't. I don't know if you know, but Mark, we'd have to sit by the TV and watch for the news broadcast to say your school.
Right. Nowadays,
the teacher calls and leaves a text message, and they tell their parents, "I don't have school today."
Damn. In Detroit or in Michigan, did you ever give anyone a lawn job?
Oh, of course.
We did that out there. We did that in Salinas all the
time.
You did? Oh, there's one. I can't name him. He's my homie. What up, dude? You know what I'm talking about if you watch it. Bro, we did one time at one of the school. Bro. He tore that shit up. And it was like a 94th or 93 like Thunderbird. That's
the same thing as TP.
Yeah, but you can't do that shit.
Because we used to do a lawn job when it was snowing out, so you could really
kill it.
But I got suspended in high school. Our superintendent, he fired our baseball coach. We were all pissed off. So we went to go give him a lawn job, like middle of the night, right? And then and nobody knew we did. It was a great job, right? Went home, nobody knew, and one of our guys told two of our other friends, and one of them leaked it to his niece, who happened to be I just broke up with. And so she found out, and then she told her uncle, and then we got, yeah.
You guys brought up something that's for next time. I have a fucking
Tell them what a lawn job is, though.
Oh, man, you fucking just take your fucking car and just fucking rip it, dude.
In someone's yard.
You saw the Dominator fucking hit like $6,000, just flying around. No, I have a great story to tell you guys next time. It's a little longer, but you guys will trip out. I'm going to tell you when I got arrested in high school. It was fucking nuts.
You got arrested in high school?
Yeah, I'll tell you.
Next episode. That's going to be the first episode of the year talking about this.
Yeah, I'll go into it. And it was crazy.
Since I didn't touch on anything on Christmas, I wanted to get on some real stuff that people will be listening to as far as Christmas. What dating advice would you give the younger people right now to kindle that, winter romance? What would you say, man? What's the best way to do that?
Are you talking to me?
Grab some Jägermeister.
You wanted me to give a fucking dating advice? Like I'm fucking Casanova? I mean, get the fuck out of here. I'm a
It's
fucking
this time of year,
47-year-old
bro.
single fucking man.
People are looking for.
Don't spend too much on him or her. How about that? And that's the best thing about being single during Christmas. I don't have to go buy any shit that they'll hold on forever, or vice versa. I mean, it's funny. I dropped it last pod. She bought this Raider. You've seen it. The Raider, it has all the different logos all the year, and it says established 1960.
Sure.
She bought me that shit because she knows I'll never get it away. I tried to give it to Mitch's ass, but he wouldn't fucking take it. I wanted that shit out of my fucking house.
You starting to sound like the Grinch right now.
Yeah, well, no, I'm just
What the young men that are listening, Joe.
Sorry. Ball humbug.
What was the first thing you said? Don't spend on him or her.
Don't spend too much on him or her.
If you're just starting out, do something simple.
That's funny.
What you
dude.
got, Lance?
Man, it's people. All right, so I'll say this: during this time, people definitely link and get together, right? Because it's a hot boy and hot girl summer. So during this time, just be cautious of your relationships and gain a little weight with people, because that's what usually happens.
He talks about me, but he talks about this. Yeah,
I'm
buy him
serious.
something to make him fat.
No, I'm just saying, like,
I get
people want to cuddle up in the wintertime. Girls want to,
That's true.
they want to have somebody to bring home for Christmas, and so just don't fall victim to that.
There you go. I like that. You got anything to say, Mark? Before
Mark's
I shut
got
this down?
something to say.
Got nothing to say. Ditto.
Ditto. On both points, ditto.
Yeah.
Well, I do wish everyone a Merry Christmas out there, and I hope they
sure.
have a bunch of joy and whenever you celebrate on Christmas Eve or Christmas, and there's also much and less fortunate people out there too. So let's give prayers and thanks to them, and I really wish everyone has a great Christmas. So
Yeah, like you said last week too. Happy Hanukkah.
yeah.
Whatever you celebrate, and that's awesome, man. Yeah, we had a good episode, dude.
Yeah, it was fun. And David Stewart, thank you for being here and for your help and your insight. And Mark, it's always a pleasure as always. And
Yes, sir.
Yeah, where can they find you, Mark?
You can find me, Mark Rodriguez TV, everywhere.
Everywhere.
And where can they find you at, Big Dog?
I am _Ilson.
And I'm the real Joe Rosati, and I think I might be changing that name again.
Oh wow, really?
You going back to Rizot and Hizot?
No. I think I'll get rid of the.
Well, I like the.
No.
It kind of makes you. It kind of.
But it's more of a girl thing, I think.
Okay, I hear you.
Maybe
You
I'll
see
go-
the
maybe
boss
I'll
bitch.
do Joe Ro.
I've seen people do real Joe Rosati, real.
Real, yeah.
No, I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
I have fun with that. I remember last time I did, it was such a fun thing, and some people got upset about it, but whatever.
Whatever, man.
I mean, no, I mean, why some people, I don't even talk to them anymore, but like my people back home had fun with it. You saw that clip.
Everybody's like, "What the hell's going on?"
Yeah, exactly. Well, that clip's on my gram if you want to check it out.
So, and then go ahead and follow us at Off the Script, THA Script Podcast on Instagram, and then on YouTube, Apple Music, we're everywhere, right?
Yeah, Spotify.
Spotify. Cool, man.
All right.
Is that it?
Yeah,
We'll see you next year.
Next year.
let's go. We just gotta go hard.